You need to see the good in everyone. Oh my gosh, why am I so emotional? I'm so silly, sorry.
Hawaii is the 50th state of the United States of America, and it's known as the melting pot wherein different ethnic groups have called it their home. Migration to this island state started when waves of workers from different countries were hired by the sugarcane plantation companies back in the early 1600s. And with its different people, so are their opinions. Today, we are going to see what song or musical presentation that everybody's talking about, and we'll give you a reaction. You told me your favorite is? Ta-na-na-na!
Now, oh my gosh. The tone of his voice, how high his voice, it's just some talent. And that's just the icing on the cake, and he's good looking.
Oh yeah, they're way better than
Not to the extent where I really appreciate them now, because I realize after listening, their lyrics are so powerful that it's like very inspiring. Yes. And okay, now I am a fan of SB19. I'm like, this group, they're genius. It's touching to me now because of the way they deliver.
So it starts with a good composition.
Yeah, so I have really, really deep appreciation for Pablo. He has my respect.
Exactly.
His lyrics are, very,
Exactly. It's not just kind of run-of-the-mill kind of composition.
He actually is thinking. He's
beyond the basic storytelling.
That's what you need in lyrics nowadays. You really need.
Hi, this is Seda Pilar Pineda, and this week has been SB19 Justin's week. And we're happy that finally Justin, the bunso of the group of SB19, has come up with his own solo song. But also, what's great about this is my favorite content creator, CashualChuck, came up with Justin's story. From what I know, Justin is his bias, and he finally came up with Justin's story on the same week that Justin is coming up with his solo Surreal. So I'm going to react to both videos, starting with CashualChuck's story about Justin, and then it will be followed by Justin's solo song, Surreal. Okay, so let's go, Chuck.
Pinagsabay ko yung studies ko and yung pag-aaral ko during that time.
Anong breed po ng dog yung blood ng Spanish breed?
Binibigyan na lang ako ng line kasi kailangan para maganda tingnan yung grupo.
Most of us would say that Justin is the luckiest SB19 member. He has it all: money, fans, friends, and family. But the sad reality is that many people underestimate him, and he knows it.
Feeling ko minsan pabigat lang ako.
But tonight, I hope to change that through his story. From being a rejected talent to becoming a world-class talent. And you're about to feel that it's nothing short of surreal.
I think that's always the drawback when you're good looking. People don't take you seriously, and I guess that comes across in any culture. People love beauty, but at the same time, there's when it comes to being taken seriously, I think people tend to do that, and that's the downside about it. But as a Tita 18, getting to know SB19, I never think that any of them is less, you know what I mean? Because I feel, that's why until now I could never say I have a bias, because they are all special. They all have, look at me, I'm teary-eyed. So silly. So silly. Each of them are special in their own way. And as a tita, 18, of course, I get sad if people say, oh, he's not good enough, or he's not as good as the other brothers, and stuff like that, because they have their own lane, they have their own special quality that the others don't have, and that's what makes their group dynamic, because they have, each of them have something special to offer. That's okay.
It was a minute past midnight on July 7, 1998 in Malabon City, Philippines when a baby boy was born. The wealthy De Dios family welcomed the newest member of their clan. His name is Justin. His mommy Gemma was so surprised because he was such a big boy, weighing at 9 pounds and had already grown thick hair. He's the third and youngest child among his two other brothers, CJ and Yanni. Growing up as a kid, he was described by his family as a good and obedient boy. He developed a liking towards nature and its critters. Sometimes when it floods, he would catch different bugs to pet them. He even kept 2 turtle pets and named them Turtle and Tortoise. Justin was also an artistic kid as he made drawing his favorite hobby. Some sources even told me that he learned to draw first before learning how to write, which is why he is left-handed. When Justin became a young teenager, his love for art would reach another level as he encountered the drama called Dream High. The plot of the show revolves around performing arts students chasing their dreams to become idols. This was the time when Justin said, "Dream high." He started training himself and joined several school activities that would slowly reinforce his chosen path. This also led him to acting and filmmaking. In fact, he even ended up directing most of his school film projects.
I think whether consciously or not consciously, whatever you do in life, whether, starting from school and all that, would always lead you to what you're going to be in the future. And as you can see, he already started learning the arts in different ways, from drawing, expressing himself artistically, and then joining the different activities in school, drama and singing and performing and all that. And that's why he's got what it takes to be part of SB19.
He was indeed a young boy full of dreams. Come 2016, Pinoy boy band Superstar started its hunt for Filipino talents. The judges of the show were big names: Vicenda, Billy Crawford, and Justin's idol herself, Dara of 21. Justin joined the off-air auditions, but he was unfortunately rejected, so he didn't make it to the live shows. Imagine if we lived in a universe where Justin actually made it. He would have been one of these guys, a group that has long since disappeared from the limelight. But this major setback didn't stop Justin from chasing his dreams. He started joining different dance cover groups and even managed to appear on a TV game show as a minor contestant. Justin's dancing stints went on until he met Josh when they became co-members of the group called Zero to Hero, while the other would-be SB19 members were also busy competing in the same field. One day, Justin came across a talent workshop, so he took the opportunity to join to improve his skills as a performer. The name of that talent camp was Show BT. The company's trainer, Ms. Honganda, saw Justin's potential, so they offered to train him. During SB19's humble beginnings, they didn't have a lot of supporters. Show BT wasn't exactly a big company, so they literally started from nothing. They had no salary and got minimal financial support. They had to buy their own costumes from a cheap market called Divisoria. Even though Justin could afford to buy expensive clothes, he chose not to because he didn't want to alienate his brothers who weren't financially capable back then. Justin kept studying while training, so he struggled with pressure from both the school and the grueling South Korean-style training. There were multiple times when he almost decided to quit, but he didn't until he finished his college degree in multimedia arts from the La Salle College of St. Benil, and he did it with honors. So fast forward to today, Justin became one of the 5 members of SB19, a boy group that not only shaped the course of the P-pop history, but also put the Philippines on the map. Justin became known as the main visual of the group because I don't even have to explain, just take a look at this. He also earned the reputation of a rich kid because he just couldn't hide it.
Hanapin ang palanggana.
Palanggana. Ano yung palanggana?
Palanggana. Ano? Basin.
Basin. Make sure na huwag nyo tinatapon yung box kasi pwede nyo pulit-pulitin pag nag-brown out.
I remember seeing it. That was funny.
Hindi mo kung ginagawa yun?
Ang daming rechargeable.
Mayayaman niya sila lalo na ito, sobrang yaman.
Crash right
Okay.
That is 500.
Ay, siya mo na sa akin.
Ang tanong ninyo $200.
Talo na ako.
6 more helper. Hindi ka niya umuwi.
Madalas sa kabila, yung gento nga ang sinasabi. Pero di ba sila?
Oo, parang sorry ba? Ganito.
Sabi, gento kasi yan.
Gento.
Ay,
Like this one is amin.
And as people got to know his personality, he became loved for his interesting jokes which gave birth to the cornfield.
Nung na-experience ko na mag-mentor ko, parang gusto kong palitan si Coach Chito.
Ang lakas!
Dahil si Coach Chito, pag pinalitan ko si Coach Chito, edi Coach Chinito.
And also, like,
You know, with Justin, to some people, I think if they come up with that joke, people would fast to judge him and say, yabang naman ito, or like, you know, he's such a show-off to say palitan, he's going to take over Coach Tito. But with Justin, you don't feel that way because he's a good-natured person. So you let him do his joke and listen to the punchline, you know. So that's the good thing about Justin, because he doesn't exude that kind of bravado, you know. Then you just listen to his joke and not be judgmental.
like for different repertoire, for people to experience that roller coaster vibe or roller coaster of emotions.
Pagpunta natin sa Canada, magpapanisay.
Toronto tayo.
pero ako ba ako ron na? Kasi ano si
Winnipeg. Cousin of Winnipeg. Oh? Parang si Martin. Parang anak na lang. Kung si Winnie the Pooh ay
Winnie the Pooh ay
Bear. Si Winnipeg ay
He reminds me of my husband. My husband is pretty much exactly the same, you know, with his jokes, corny jokes. But it's lovable. I'm the type of person that is impatient. My first reaction is, oh, what is this again? But then I still crack up because it's funny.
Beautiful face, wealthy background, and a sense of humor. A nice combination for sure. But little did we know that some haters are saying that without his looks and corny jokes, he's got nothing else to offer. He basically became the most underappreciated member of SB19 because they think he just existed. And I'm sure most of you hardcore fans would agree that unfortunately, most people only care about the finished product. Some of these people don't have any idea what happens behind the scenes.
Okay, now that's being judgmental. You know, again, just because he's good looking, that doesn't mean that he doesn't have anything between his ears or that he's not capable. In fact, I'm kind of irritated when people just keep talking about the looks or he's the main visual. In fact, there should be no category about that because that's nonsense. Everybody's good looking. The point is, if you are able to work with a group, when you are in sync, when you perform, you can dance, you can sing, you know, he would not be there if he doesn't have, you know, talent. Come on, that's kind of irritating for me to hear.
That is where Justin shines the brightest. You see, Justin has this unique ability that makes the people around him better. He's one of the most unselfish artists I have ever seen in the industry. He is someone who is willing to do the dirty work, and that sets up his group for success. Now, I might get hate for saying this, but in my opinion, I consider Justin as the second leader of SB19. If Pablo leads through his assertiveness, Justin does it with calmness. If you pay close attention to their journey, you would realize that Justin has never had a moment where he yelled or had a meltdown. He is so calm that it gets scary sometimes. Why scary? Because of the things he's capable of. We all know that when SB19 drops or performs something, it always feels like a storm. And Justin is the calm before that. SB19 produces world-class output because of Justin's creative mind. He has this borderline obsessive attention to detail that enables him to come up with fascinating concepts that resonate with people all over the world. He is not a spoon feeder. He doesn't hold our hand. He respects his viewers' intelligence by utilizing his environmental storytelling, which empowers us to figure out the story ourselves. And when we do, we get satisfying. Simply put, he's not just the group's main visual, but also the one who mainly visualizes the cutting-edge ideas that allowed SB19 to consistently perform at the highest level.
Creative Director, Justin De Dios. So siya may idea nitong music video.
See, that to me is a lot of, not baggage, but something that he brought to the table of SB19. You know, when you're able to come up with storyline, you know, his visuals is really good. Visuals as in I'm not talking about his looks. I'm talking about he can think outside of the box and come up with those music videos that I love. I mean, that's why until now, What is my favorite music video and song. I mean, of course, the song part is a composition of Pablo them and all that, but really, that song would not have made it that powerful without the visual, the music video part. And that's Justin. There's Justin that the group and us as admirers to be grateful for.
Sasalubong kami rin sa salubay kung ang tayo talaga, gano'n, tapos po, ano lang to, daan lang yung lakad.
Sobrang bilib na bilib ako. Kasi lahat ng aspeto talaga parang hindi ko maiisip yun.
Tapos may mga nakalutang na papel sa paligid mo. Ikaw lang yung gumagalaw ng mabilis. Yung papel nakastop.
Okay.
Parang tapos yung mga papel, yung papel, mapa.
Mahirap yun dyan.
Map. Tapos
Pwede yun.
Justin is really doing a great job.
Yes, oo. Kasi talagang very hands-on siya. Okay, ganito yung scenario. Kasi hindi natin maiwasan yan eh. Di ba sa production naman, minsan talaga may mga hindi maiwasan. May plan A, may plan B, may plan C, may plan D. That's the normal. So ngayon yan.
Yes, yung nangyayari ngayon.
Which is sa murang edad niya. Ilan taon pa lang yan? 20? Diba? Pero grabe yung, di ba, pagka hands-on niya. Parang siya ngayon isa din sa mga nag-lead eh. No? Galing. Nakaka-proud si Justin.
next naman, sayaw tayo ng walang rollerblades. Sila, mag-ano lang. Mag-tricks lang po kayo. Ikot-ikot sa akin. Pwede rin naka-steady.
One of the group member, Justin, was the one I mostly talked to during the initial meeting and after the final production. The original storyboard was created by Justin, one of the members of SB19. And when he gave it to me, it was already animated.
He's asking Pablo about the message, like the image he imagined when writing the song. What do you want to convey? So that
Because
he
he's the
can
creative director.
conceptualize and like create something out of it.
See what I mean? Sheesh, right? And not only that, but I also think that Justin is one of the most underrated dancers out there. And I'll just let the footage speak for itself. And when it comes to vocals, you better not underestimate him.
When it comes to vocals, I don't know. I guess people always have to compare, maybe based on their biases. But Justin has a distinct sound. He has his own distinct Justin sound. And you cannot put that below somebody's. You know what I mean? Because like I always say, they are all different. And that's what makes their group SB19 dynamic. And of course, putting it together makes it sound so great. But it just kind of irritates me at times when people say, oh, not good enough, not, why do you need to say those things? Just listen and enjoy, because each of them have something great to offer.
But would you believe me if I said that those amazing qualities I have mentioned are not the reason why I support him? Probably not, right? But I'm not joking. This is the reason behind my support for Justin.
Ano yung first question ko ay asking? Hindi ako makapaniwala na parang nag-exist na ito ako.
Lagi kong inaalala yung sinasabi ni Justin na parang always try to find the beauty or the good side.
I have one advice for you guys. I hope when you grow up, you always look to the good side. Okay? Always try to appreciate every good thing that is happening in this world, alright? You want to say something to your parents?
And I think that's why he's considered as a nice person, because he is that way. He might be born of privilege, but and I'm sure he's seen the negative, the bitterness of life as well. But he knows also that you need to see the good in everyone. Oh my gosh, why am I so emotional? I'm so silly. Sorry.
I love my parents.
Sobrang mag-thank you kasi na-experience ko maging kuya. Parang minsan kasi feeling ko parang kuya ako ni Ken, gano'n. So kahit hindi, parang minsan nag-feel ko gano'n.
He's attentive to his elders.
So what have we learned from Justin's story? For me, it's his desire to dream and his willingness to take every opportunity. He woke up every day believing that day was the day. When he found out about the talent search, he auditioned. He didn't make it, but he never gave up and kept going. He even continued his studies while training. And because of that, he turned the so-called unfortunate rejection into the most fortunate revelation. All the windows that closed at him before are now starting to open up. It made me realize that every day, there's something surreal out there that's just waiting to be found. But only those who dream will find it. And only those who believe will see it. So start dreaming no matter how surreal it gets. Who knows? It might just happen.
Once again, thank you, CashualChuck, for finally creating Justin's story for us. We've watched the 4 other young men of SB19, and now it's Justin's time. And yeah, you waited, and good timing, perfect timing, in fact. So now let's watch Justin's first solo, Surreal. You know, it's so Justin.
I just wanna live in my imagination, where hatred does not exist. Here the moonlight is brighter than ever, and the stars shine just for us. And your eyes can see everything you and I are imagining. While we walk slowly under the streetlights, we hold each other's hands so tight. And I can feel it like it's real, so real. Ta-da-da-da-yum, ta-da-da-da-yum, ta-da-da-da-yum. I just wanna be with you in all the seasons we imagine to actually exist. There's winter that's colder than ever, but our hearts warm just for us. And your hands can feel everything you and I are imagining. While we walk slowly under the trees and we swing each other's hands in rhythm. And I can feel it like it's real, so real. We sat on the edge of a cliff. I can hear the wind. And your red on my shoulder. As the sun finally the horizon feels so unreal. We walk slowly under the sunlight. We hold each other's hands so tight. And I can feel it. Promise I will keep it in my heart. It's embedded, 'cause it's real, so real.
Wow. That is so Justin. Wait. I want to go back. I want to see who wrote the song. How come it doesn't show? Let me see. Okay. Performed by Justin. Music written by Justin. Produced by Redskill. Okay. Right on, Pablo and Joshua. Mix and master. Oh, wow, good job. My gosh. Executive producer Justin. Producer IZ1Z Entertainment. Doesn't say where it's filmed. OM. I have to read about it. It brings you to that different world that's beautiful, that's pure, peaceful, just like the lyrics of the song. That's really beautiful. That's all I can keep saying. Oh my gosh. It's the images, it transport you, transport, is that the word? You to that different dimension, the different, you know, those are natural things. They exist, but maybe we don't live in places or near the places like that, that it's a respite for us. Thank you, Justin, because you added this to the many songs that exist in this world. I'm so glad that you added your song, your music, your presentation in the world of the music industry, and your participation, your output like this made a lot of people feel happier, inspired, you know, and helps us see the world in a more positive way and be grateful. We're me crying. I'm so silly. I think that's proof that your song is beautiful, because I moved. Well, let's just say, even if I don't see the music video, let's just say, just listening to the song alone, the melody, your voice is enough to make us feel lighter, make us feel positive, make us feel happier, joyful. So thank you, Justin. You did a great job. And we look forward to more songs like this, because the world is already dark in so many ways, and the world, it's hard to live, you know, and it's good that you are able to come up with positive things like this. So great job, Justin, and SB19 for existing, for leading the P-pop industry. And this is another addition to the scope or the different genre that SB19 and their solo songs and solo projects that gives the audience variety. And I think that helps also pull other people to fall in love with SB19, you know, because of each member is coming up with different things. So thank you, and aloha from Hawaii. This is Tita 18 Theta Pilar Pineda. Silly Tita, crying.